When we made a video talking about the possibility of Jenny being included in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, we asked if you'd like to see a video where we think up a potential moveset for her. Enough of you showed interest in the idea for us to make it a reality, so thanks for commenting and expressing your interest. The truth is, I've been considering making a video about this topic years before this game was announced. I'm a pretty big fan of Super Smash Bros., and it's one of the only game franchises I'm willing to pre-order for. I knew that Jenny was never going to get in Super Smash Bros. I'm not one of those Goku fanboys who's been begging for a character to be included in a game where they don't belong. No, I'm just a dreamer, and I wanted to translate my ideas into a video. Now that Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl has been announced, I think it's a good idea to dream up what her moveset could be. Before I get started, I should mention that at the time of writing this, Jenny isn't confirmed to be included in the game at all. She might not show up in the game at all. And chances are, her moveset would be very different in the game compared to what we think up in this video. I've been making videos about my life as a teenage robot for 5 years. I doubt the developers know as much about the show as we do. I also understand that this game might not play exactly like Super Smash Bros. It's probably going to use the same gameplay as Slap City, a game I couldn't try because I'm broke. Yes, I know that all platform fighting games play differently, but I'm not going to pretend as if I see them as anything but Smash clones. My knowledge of this genre comes from Smash, so I'll be using Smash's control scheme for the sake of this video. Without wasting any more time, let's start brainstorming. I'm assuming her neutral attacks would probably be simple punches. She does a lot of punching in the show, so I don't see why her standard move would be anything else. The intensity and speed of the punches increases. I like to imagine it would look like an intense shonen fight, but that's probably because I'm a degenerate. Her neutral air attack could be anything. I like to imagine that she would pull out her buzzsaw attachment and swing it all around her. In universe, this would probably make Lincoln loud, Lincoln quiet. There's still heavily armed mutant turtles in the game, so I don't see why this couldn't be added. I want her dash attack to involve her rollerblades somehow. Such an iconic ability shouldn't be discarded. I think that if Jenny tackles the opponent using the speed gained by her rollerblades, it could make for a satisfying attack. Now for her tilt attacks. These moves aren't typically the coolest in the game, but we could still have some fun with it. Jenny's down tilt would probably be just a kick. This is pretty boring, but we should keep in mind that Jenny's body is able to extend pretty far. If the developers want to keep this move interesting, maybe they should consider giving it a further reach than other down tilts. This could be balanced by lowering the attack speed. I think her tilts up would be similar, but it'd be a punch attack instead of a kick. While it's boring, her forward and back tilts would probably be regular punches. Most characters who don't wield a sword in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tend to use kicks and punches for tilt attacks, so I'm going off of that logic. Now for the interesting stuff. The smash attacks are where characters actually show some representation from their series. Jenny's forward smash could be many things. She's a moving arsenal, so there's a lot to choose from. I think that it would make sense for this attack to be similar to Mega Man's in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. She could charge up a blast with one of her guns, and it could shoot a massive projectile at her opponents if it's fully charged. Her smash should utilize a flamethrower. I'm thinking about Mewtwo's up smash, but considerably hotter. Jenny loves her hammers. I think she should pound them in front and behind her from her down smash. I'm imagining something similar to Mr. Game & Watch's down smash. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of influence from Super Smash Bros. What did you expect? Special attacks are usually what stand out about characters. Mario's fireballs, Sonic's spin dash, and Mega Man's robotic master abilities are almost as iconic as the characters themselves. With this in mind, it's important for them to get Jenny's special attacks right. I think Jenny's neutral special should be something that's very closely associated with her character. While it's tempting to go with a special punch or kick, I don't want her moveset to feel repetitive. I asked our Discord server what they considered to be the most iconic weapon of Jenny's, and Dino Summer mentioned her laser gun. I think this is a valid answer, and I could see a laser gun being a valid neutral special. Some of the most popular characters in Super Smash Bros. Have proven this can work. Her side special should involve one of her sword attacks. Either the Shiva swords or her razor claws from Doom with a View seem appropriate to me. I think her down special should be one of her weapons which transforms her. This would only last for the duration of the attack, and it wouldn't be a permanent change. If Jenny turned into a cannon or a Gatling gun, she could leave herself immobile, but she could cause major damage to her opponents. As for her special, the possibilities are basically limitless for a flying robot. Up specials, otherwise known as recoveries, are used to save a fighter when they fall off the edge, so it's important for them to be balanced. We could give Jenny the ability to fly, but that would make her pretty overpowered. There needs to be some sort of limitation. I think that if Jenny had rocket boots, which allow her to save herself with a fuel limit, that balance could be maintained. Her movement should be limited while she does this, just to make sure it's not overpowered. Now for her air attacks. I'd like to see her neutral air spin be a spinning attack of some sort. I was thinking that she could spin really fast and shoot fire at a short range, but that sounds a little intense. Instead, maybe she should spin while she has her axe attachment out. Her forward air could be another blast from her laser gun, but a weaker one than she uses in her neutral special. With her back air, she could pull out her drill feet attachment and kick her opponents mid-air. Her up air could be the propeller hand attachment she used to destroy some meteors in It Came From Next Door. Her down air would double as her spike attack. She uses a blast from her rocket boots to shoot her enemies towards the void. We have one more group of attacks to go through, her grabs and throws. Some characters in Super Smash Bros. Have extended grabs. With Jenny's long arm length, she should be able to grab enemies from further lengths than normal. From there, she can pummel them into submission. I like to imagine it would look like the meat beating scene from Daydream Believer. From a grab, you have the option to throw your opponent in 4 different ways. Jenny's front throw should have her throw the enemy away just to nail them with a laser. Her back throw could have her kick an enemy behind her as soon as she lets go of them.
How about this? Hand over that jetpack and I won't kick your butt.
It would be a shame if she never utilizes her pigtails in the game, so I think her up move should involve her headbutting the enemy with the sharp end of her hair. Finally, her down throw should be her transforming her boots into high heel shoes with her kicking her opponents into the dirt. I'm not considering get-up attacks for this video. They're usually relatively simple physical attacks. Now for taunts. While they aren't attacks, taunts give characters a lot of personality, and I've got some pretty fun ideas for them. For one taunt, Jenny should shake her butt at the camera, similarly to how she shook her butt at Vexus in Trade Show Showdown. Remember Jenny anxiously waiting in Raggedy Android? Well, that could be another taunt. Nora randomly interrupts Jenny, using her chest monitor against her. Maybe Nora could do this and laugh with Jenny at her opponents. As for the final taunt, Jenny could pull out a phone and start talking with Brad as if her enemies aren't even there. I don't think there'll be final smashes in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, but I know many of you still want to know what Jenny's would be. I opened a temporary chat room where fans could submit ideas for this video, and they only seemed to want to suggest possible final smashes. Ravenboy99 suggested that Jenny and her siblings form a giant wall which crashes down onto her enemies, kind of like what happened in Sibling Tsunami. And Nyark thought Jenny and her sisters could copy Mega Man's final smash in Super Smash Bros. Pretty good ideas, but I've got a better one. Going with the Mega Man idea, Jenny could imitate the final smash, but she could bring in all of her clones instead. I'm talking Roblox Jenny, Chaos Jenny, Orange Jenny, Edgy Jenny, Superman Jenny, Weave Jenny, Spooky Middle Schooler Jenny, Steven Universe Jenny, and who could forget Peter Jenny? It's hard to beat that idea, But if you have a better one, just tell me about it in the comments below. In fact, if you have better ideas for any of the moves we covered, take the discussion there. But yeah, this video was pretty comprehensive, but there's still some things I didn't cover. Would Jenny be a heavyweight character? Do environmental changes affect her differently? I covered what I thought her alternative costumes could be in our other video about this topic, but I won't retread that ground here. Check that video out if you'd like to hear my thoughts. But when I asked the community what they thought one of her costumes could be, many of you suggested Jenny's pilot design. I feel like an idiot for neglecting that as a possibility, especially so soon after we made a video about the pilot. Anyways, as I said earlier, this entire video was speculation. We don't know if Jenny will be in this game. But if you're passionate about this topic, spread the word. We have proven what we can do together as a community, and we'll make our desires known. As for me, I think it's time to look back at more episodes of the show. Until then, I've been your narrator, Andre. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a rating. If you want to reach us, leave a comment. Or check out our other platforms. Links are in the description.
That. What? Gotta go.